Hey everyone, I'm Sneha Mashetty and welcome to my channel, The Girl with an Opinion. In this space, I talk about a bunch of things like books, movies, travel, productivity and finance, and a lot more. If any of these topics interest you, consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. In today's video, I'm going to talk about something I've gotten into very recently. I can say maybe I'm a tiny bit obsessed too. I'm talking about skincare and how I've introduced it into my life. And to talk about this topic, I have with me my friend, a Tangachi from another mother, and a fellow skincare enthusiast. So let's welcome to the channel, Meenu. Welcome, Meenu.
Hi Sneha, I'm really excited to be on your channel finally and to talk about something that I'm very passionate about. So let's begin.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming once again.
Yes.
So, before we begin, let me say that this person was responsible for introducing me to skincare, really. So, how we're going to go about is obviously, I'm going to ask you a few questions about
Right.
your skincare journey, and we will show our AM and PM skincare routines too. So, yeah, let's get started.
Awesome.
So, yeah, my first question to you would be, how did you get into skincare? How did you start your journey? And how did you get excited about this aspect of skincare? Because I'm saying excited because I know you're very excited about it.
Yes, I am. I think my skincare journey started honestly during the pandemic, which is quite recently. Because there was no reason to dress up. There was no reason to get new makeup or wear new makeup. So it really started out of boredom.
Yeah.
And I was like everybody else during the pandemic. I was in a phase where I wanted to become my physical and mental best. So along with gym and everything, there was skincare also. So I got introduced to it and I loved it. It was such a that became the best part of my day, like my AM and PM routine. That those 10-15 minute blocks of time was so great. Like the whole self-indulgence part and everything made me feel really good. But when I started seeing results for the kind of skincare that I indulged in, that's when I really fell in love with it, because who doesn't want to have a great skin?
Absolutely. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, I completely agree with you on the seeing the results part, because I have to admit, I'm a lazy person when it comes to skincare. But once I started doing it, it can be a little intimidated in the beginning, because I wouldn't understand all these terminology. And of course, I came to you then.
Yeah, I mean,
But yeah.
I mean, the thing is, out there on the internet, there is a lot of fluff and facts, right? So
Yeah.
you don't know. There's a lot of information overload.
Absolutely.
So you
Yeah.
don't know what to use
Yeah.
and when to use and everything. So I understand why you would be scared.
Yeah, but then when you see the results, you definitely want to do more of it. Yeah, that brings me to the next question. I think I already know the answer also, but let me ask anyway. What was the first skincare product that was given to you? I'm not saying something that you bought with your own money or out of your own interest, but something that was handed over to you saying, please use this, madam. Or child.
So out of the many things you and I have in common, I think this one also will have in common. When I think about it, I can actually smell it in the back of my brain somewhere. It's Fair and Lovely. Tell me about it.
Oh my god, now the fragrance, the floral notes with some chemical. I don't know how to explain.
Like, I don't know, it was a very cheap fragrance, but back then it used to be like such an indulgent cream it's because nobody knew. That was the only thing available in the market, and we saw so many ads plastered over TV and billboards and everything. So we thought that was the only way to become more beautiful. So I wanted to be that, whatever I saw on TV. So when they said use it, I just used it. So I think that was my first product, sadly.
Yeah, same here. I feel like as a child, every dressing table that I saw had one tube
for sure
of Fair and Lovely.
Overused, like
tube
rolled up.
Oh my god. Absolutely. An overused tube of Fair and Lovely, and the obsession with skin brightening. I remember how while going to school, while going to play basketball, anything, I had to apply Fair and Lovely, because somehow, I don't know, people thought it did some magic and then I automatically became fair.
Yeah. So I think, I don't want to say back in the day, even today, the ultimate skin goal is to be fair and like have perfect skin. I mean, come on, look at this conversation, for example. Who on the internet would want to see two girls with imperfect skin talk about skincare? But that's the reason you and I are having this conversation, because this is about a journey, where you fall in love with your actual skin, with your natural skin. It's not about achieving perfect skin like they sold it to us. So
yeah, absolutely. So actually that brings me to the next question of how did your own skincare journey really evolve from Fair and Lovely to what you use today?
Okay. Like I said, the ultimate goal back then was skin lightening, to be like fairest self that I can be. And then later, there was a phase where I just did not care, because Fair and Lovely doesn't work, and skin lightening is, I mean, it's possible, but it's not necessary. So then again, I said, when during the pandemic, I started doing my research, and I, based on a lot of factual information, when I started really categorically looking at my skincare, targeting my actual skin concerns, that's when the evolution actually happened. Like, when I come from Chennai, which is a city with a lot of humidity, but I still have insanely dry skin. But after I wash my face literally feels like cardboard. So, so I started, targeting hydration, and then my acne marks, which are still there on my face, but I still try to, take care of them. Yeah, so I think that evolution happened very, very slowly, and with a lot of consistency.
Absolutely. I feel like, for me too, from the ultimate goal becoming fair was the ultimate goal back then, like being fair and looking bright. That was the word. Bright was what I was concerned about. But to today, just making my skin nice and supple and healthy, and that's what matters to me today, right? And even back in the day, I feel like a lot of decisions we took on a daily basis. I remember I would always look for indoor swimming pools. I stopped going to play basketball because I would get tanned, and then even today, for that matter, if I go on a vacation and I come back and then there's a tan on the face, I feel like the first thing that a few people ask is not how your vacation was, but oh my god, you look like you've gotten tanned. I'm like, oh my god, give me a break. I don't know why there's this obsession or like stigma when it comes to skin brightening, but I feel like skincare is so much more than just the brightening of it. And I just hope more and more people realize that.
Yeah, I agree. When you mention outdoor activities, as children, all we did was outdoor activities. We were just out in the sun the entire day, and then nobody gave us sunscreen. Nobody told us about sunscreen. We thought sunscreen was makeup, so we really didn't use sunscreen. And then we grew up to become adolescent girls. That's when the taunting starts about like, oh, you're dark. Give us sunscreen when we're children.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, I know that back when we were younger, maybe our parents were not so no exposure to all of these things, but I just hope that more and more people, at least in our generation, or understand that sunscreen is what you need and not Fair and Lovely. Okay, so finally, I think what I would ask you is, actually, we already spoke about why skincare is important, but I was one of those people who always thought skincare was vain and shallow. I always judged when people spoke about skincare. I was like, oh my god, like, can these people just stop talking about skincare, because that's not so important, or at least that's what I thought. So for people like me who've recently changed, or like for general population, why would you say skincare is important?
I would say, see, I'm not an expert, but for me personally, I would say skincare is important because it's the largest organ in your body, and it is what is protecting you from the pollutants, allergens, and everything outside. So as vain as this sounds and as shallow as this sounds, it is important. And who doesn't want to
Yeah.
look their youthful self, right? Because aging is a thing. You can't not age, but you
Yeah.
can prevent yourself from photo aging, from sun damage, and a lot of other
Yeah.
related skin related diseases. So I think that's why I think skincare is important, and also because self-pampering, it's nice. Those like 15
Yeah,
minutes, you play some
absolutely.
nice music, you set up the lighting, and you just indulge, in the mirror. You just really look at your skin, and
Yeah.
you have those moments with yourself. So I think that's why it's really important.
No, absolutely. I mean, talking about the self-indulgence and self-love part, I feel like I just feel more confident when I do this. I just feel like I'm doing something for myself and taking time for myself, which is always great. And I'm going to quote one thing over here when she says self-indulgence and, you know, setting up the mood and all of that. I remember when, when we were having a sleepover, or when we were having a girls' night, suddenly she gets up, like we were having a conversation, in the middle of it she gets up and she's like, okay, I'm just going to be back in 10 minutes. I'm like, why, what happened? I have to do my PM routine. She really cares about these AM PM routines, and I think that's really important too. So that brings me to us showing our skincare routine, our AM and PM routine. Before we get into that, I'd like to say that we are not dermatologists or certified skincare experts. We are talking from our own experience and what worked for us. You can choose these products or not choose these products and do your own research, and of course talk to your dermatologist before you try any of them.
Yeah.
And the golden rule of always patch test before you apply it on your face.
Yeah, and consistency. It takes 6 to 8 weeks for anything to work on your skin. So yeah.
Okay, so let's get into the AM and PM routine. So from the products on the table in front of us, you can already see that this is a more advanced version of skincare from Meenu, and this is a more basic version of skincare from me. So Meenu, please talk about your advanced AM routine, and then I'll do mine.
Sure. Before I begin, I want to say this is as good as the best skincare routines I've seen. Obviously, because it's suggested by me. So
that's true. That's true. So they might be very repetitive also, but I will show mine too.
Sure, Sneha. So, you know how I said my skin feels like cardboard because I have extremely dry skin. So, I like to, in the morning, I like to use a very, very gentle skin cleanser, which doesn't strip my skin of the moisture. So, there's a gentle cleanser followed by hydration is key for me because I need it. It's very important to me. So, I use a snail mucin, a snail essence. This is my 4th bottle. It's amazing. It's really hydrating. So I use a snail essence followed by hyaluronic serum again for hydration. And of course, very, very important, guys, sunscreen. Please use sunscreen. And use 3 fingers worth sunscreen, unlike Sneha, who uses a pea-sized amount.
Yeah. I know, but because it's so oily.
Yeah.
But obviously, I understand it's very important to use more, and I'm getting into the habit of using more of sunscreen. I hope I learned it. Dab, dab, dab. Sorry, put, and then dab, and then do that. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. So after sunscreen, lip balm, and I go on with like my regular makeup for work. That's all. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. So, like I said, most of it is what Meenu told me to use. So, anyway, of course, my skin type, like we actually already said, even though most of it was suggested by Meenu, my skin type is very different from hers. So, it's important to tailor it to your skin type and understand what your skin likes and what it absorbs more and what it doesn't. So, I actually have combination skin, and my T-zone is very oily. So, my face wash is actually something that makes me feel very squeaky clean. Okay. So when I cleanse my face in the morning, I like the gunk to go off my face, and I like it to be nice and fresh. So I use a slightly more strong face wash, and I double cleanse in the morning, and post that I toner is something people use, but instead of toner, what I like doing is I take a cube of ice and then nicely massage it all over my face, because that improves blood circulation as well. And then whatever you apply after that, those sunscreens and other things that I feel are oily on my face, I don't feel like it's too heavy. So I then use a ice cube and do that. And post that, I use a vitamin C serum. And obviously when you use vitamin C, or even otherwise, sunscreen is something that's very important. So after the vitamin C, what I do is I take I at least started taking a generous amount of sunscreen, and then I apply that. So it's basically double cleanse, and then ice cube, and then vitamin C serum, and then sunscreen. Obviously after that, whatever I generally apply, whether it's a moisturizer or any base product, and then like compact or any other makeup that you do on a regular basis. But this is the 4-step skincare routine for me in the morning.
Which is pretty elaborate. I think it's a solid routine. I think something I missed out and you picked up is vitamin C. Vitamin C and sunscreen, it's a very powerful duo, because vitamin C is an antioxidant and it's a very, very powerful duo. So yeah.
Awesome. So I'm doing something right. And then let's get into the PM routine. Meenu, I feel like this is going to be, because she follows it religiously and is her me place and my time. So
I agree, because it's my favorite time of the day. I don't care how tired I am, I could come home at 1 in the night and you would see me go to my bathroom and finish all of my PM routine and then go to bed, because I really enjoy that time. With my PM routine, because I'm out all day and there's so much gunk on my face, and I also like wearing makeup, I do wear a lot of base products. I double cleanse. I don't have my cleansing balm with me, but generally I would use a cleansing balm to take off my makeup, and again go ahead with the same cleanser that I use in the morning. If I feel extra special, I would mask. I like using a clay mask, which it's fun. I mean, it's nice, and there's it's black all over your face. It's fun. Otherwise, I also use some light chemical exfoliators like glycolic acid or AHAs and BHAs. Not for the faint-hearted, but
she means me.
Sneha is very safe with her skincare, which is good. I think you should be. I like to chemically exfoliate my skin if I'm not doing a clay mask. Then again, my entire hydration routine of snail essence and hyaluronic acid and a ceramide moisturizer. Ceramide is like glue to your skin. It keeps your skin together and in good shape. So I really love including ceramide in my PM routine. Then I use a Target serum. It could be any Target serum, whatever your skin concern is at that time. So right now I'm using alpha-arbutin, because you remember you mentioned vacation tan. I went on a vacation and my forehead was tricolored. So I really need to get rid of the pigmentation. So right now I'm using alpha-arbutin, which is my Target serum, and then my eye cream, which has retinol. Retinol is very important, anti-aging. I mean, we need it as much as we
like to believe we don't.
We need it. And then my lip balm, which I think if there's one skin product that I would take to a deserted island, it's my lip balm. I have one on every corner of my house, so I think my lip balm is my
I've seen her just go in and keep reapplying every few hours, so I've seen that happen.
That's my 7th step. Was it 7? 8?
I don't. It was a little more than that.
I don't remember.
I didn't keep a track of it, but it seemed like a very elaborate PM routine.
That's my PM routine, guys.
Awesome. I feel like I'm gonna steal this snail mucin and
Go
see
ahead.
how that works. But I'll talk about my I don't even know what to say about the PM routine because it's very small. But I again in the night cleanse my skin, and then like Meenu said, I'm a little safe with my skincare routine, and also I believe in a few home care remedies also. So I have 2 to 3 packs that I apply at least twice a week. One is after I cleanse, I just take a tomato, cut it into half, and apply that on my face, leave it in for 15-20 minutes, and then wash it off, and then do whatever I have to do next. That's one. And I really like applying the tomato on my face, because I see the results and it just makes me feel nice and fresh the next morning as well. That's one. And the other thing that I do is I take a banana, take a part of it, and then mash it, and add a little bit of brown sugar, and then mix it together and apply that as a pack as well. And again, leave it in for some time, 15-20 minutes, and then wash that off. The third thing that I do is oats and milk as well. So I sort of add milk to oats, let it sit for some time so that it absorbs, the oats absorb the milk, and then I apply that and leave it in for another 15-20 minutes. I don't do all of them on one day. I'm just talking about the three variations, three homemade packs that I really like. So on the days, like Meenu said, I'm feeling special, I do that maybe twice a week, not more than that. And also here, I want to talk about how people think anything that's made of home remedies or like home ingredients is absolutely safe. But that is not true. That is absolutely not true. So many things can go wrong if you're using the wrong ingredients, even if they're from your kitchen. I can actually give an example here. So before you get married, there's a day called the bride making. In Telugu, it's called Pelli Kuturu ceremony. So what people do is that they apply a lot of haldi or pasupu in Telugu on your face. And obviously on that day, I had a lot of people come and like literally put so much pasupu on my face, and obviously they're like, oh, it's pasupu, it's gonna be okay, you're gonna glow, you're gonna be like a glowing bride and all of that. Cut to that day, on one of the very important days of my life. No. Thankfully not on the wedding day, on the bride making ceremony day. So after that entire pasupu thing, you generally go and like dress up, and then there's a few rituals that are done after that. So my skin started to like get red, and obviously I had like makeup done on my face after that because obviously important day. And then it started acting up. I started getting like these inflammation, redness, and like these small I don't know what are they even called, like small
bumps, right?
Bumps on the face, and it was just ridiculous. So please don't think that every kitchen ingredient is absolutely safe for you. It depends on what your skin is okay with and what it is not. So make sure that you're again patch testing and then checking before you do anything.
I mean, a lot of home remedies can go wrong because people directly apply lemon on their face. That's very acidic, and it can go really wrong if you have sensitive skin. Toothpaste. How many of us have put toothpaste on a pimple? That's just a lot of home. I think Sneha and I are on different spectrums here. Sneha's advocating for home remedies, and I do like chemical peels for the way, because there is a lot of misinformation about like chemical peels and like science-based chemical-based skincare, because people are like, oh, that's chemical, that's bad. You're a chemical, I'm a chemical, everybody is a chemical. So I mean, if it's research-based and there is a lot of evidence, I think it should be fine, home remedies or not. So
So going back to the PM routine, cleansing, and then one skincare pack that I make on my own, and then I go in with my multi-peptide serum.
Best.
And so which is something I started using recently, and I can see like a lot of difference. I wake up feeling more youthful. I know that's not possible, but I just feel
peptides really boost collagen, and it really helps youthful skin. So good job there.
So I go in with the peptide serum, and then I let it settle. And after that, because this sort of dries out your skin, even though I have oily skin, I go in with a moisturizer, a little bit of it, just to make sure that I don't wake up with very dry skin. Of course, we keep our fans on or our ACs on, and that really strips the moisture off our face. So important to apply moisturizer in the night. And then obviously a lip balm, just to make sure that my lips are nice and supple. So that's what I do in the night, really, with my PM routine.
I think that's good enough, Sneha. So you tell me, have I been a good influence on you?
Yeah, I mean, you should ask the people around me. I am looking at my husband who's recording this video currently, but I think you have been a good influence. I was, again, like I said, one of those people who always thought it was vain and not necessary, but It's important
It
for
is.
yourself
It is.
to feel good and to just look your best, because why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Again, not advocating for skin brightening, but just looking your best self.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video and this conversation between two friends and skincare enthusiasts. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Please subscribe. We have to get 1,000 subscribers soon. Tell them.
Yeah, please guys, subscribe. She does a lot more other than lifestyle and finance videos. So
Yes.
please do subscribe to Sneha's channel.
I will send your check your way.
No, I'm not being paid to say.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and I really do hope you subscribe and talk. If you have any skincare suggestion or your skincare routine, drop it in the comment section and we will read it.
Yeah, wait for a part 2, guys.
Yes. So thank you for watching.